This is Recipe for Sleep, a podcast where we dust off very old cookbooks and let them lull us into dreamland. I'm Erin Brindley, a chef and storyteller. These old recipes are a soothing place to put your mind as you fall asleep. So I'm going to read them to you, one by one, until you drift off. This week we'll dip back into Fanny Farmer's epic tome, A Book of Good Dinners for My Friend, or What to Have for Dinner. We only got a third of the way through the first section last week, so why not just slip right back into these dreamy dinners? Before I open up the pages of this old cookbook, butter smudged with handwritten notes in the margins, take your time to make yourself comfortable. Give that scrolling thumb a rest. Put anything you were doing down. Take a last sip of water if you like, and turn off your lights. Snuggle deep into your sweet covers, and imagine the kitchen of your mind. There are two cupboards there. Yesterday's cupboard, for all the things that have already happened, that your mind wants to chew on. And tomorrow's cupboard, for all the things you're going to do, or what's going to happen later. It's time to put everything away in those cupboards. Imagine closing each one. You made it to this cozy, quiet time of day where there's nothing to do but listen to me read you old cookbooks until you drift off to sleep. Now let's check back in with Fanny Farmer and What to Have for Dinner. Menu number 9. If you have dined with contentment, you have dined as well as the Lord Mayor of London. Huntington Soup, celery, beefsteak à la Henriette, mashed sweet potatoes, beets, sauce piquante, cheese salad, cream jelly, café noir. Huntington Soup, 1 can corn, 2 cups chicken stock, 2 cups canned tomatoes, 1 sliced onion, 1½ tablespoons butter, 1½ tablespoons flour, 1 teaspoon salt, few grains cayenne. Chop corn, add stock, tomatoes, and onions. Bring slowly to a boiling point and let simmer 20 minutes. Then rub through a sieve. Melt butter, add flour, and pour on gradually while stirring constantly hot mixture. Season with salt and cayenne. Beef steak à la Henriette. Wipe a porterhouse steak. Cut 1½ inches thick and broil over a clear fire 8 minutes. Pour 1/2 sauce Henriette on a hot serving dish. Lay steak on sauce. Cover with remaining sauce and garnish with shaved horseradish root and parsley. Sauce Henriette. 1/2 cup butter. Yolks 3 eggs. 1 tablespoon cold water. 1/2 tablespoon lemon juice. 2 tablespoons tomato puree. 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce. 1/2 tablespoon parsley, finely chopped. 1/4 teaspoon salt. Few grains cayenne. Wash the butter and divide in 3 parts. Put 1 piece in saucepan with yolks of eggs slightly beaten and mixed with water and lemon juice. Set saucepan in larger pan of hot water. Place over fire and stir constantly until butter is melted. Add second piece of butter, and when melted, third piece. Then add tomato puree, Worcestershire sauce, parsley, salt, and cayenne. This sauce should be perfectly smooth and have the consistency of a rich boiled custard. To obtain tomato puree, cook 1/2 canned tomatoes until reduced to 3 tablespoons, taking care that they do not burn, and forced through a puree strainer. Mashed sweet potatoes. Wash and pare sweet potatoes of uniform size and cook in boiling salted water until soft. Force through a potato ricer. There should be 2 cups. Add 1/4 cup butter, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and 2 tablespoons milk or cream. Beat with a fork until light, and again, force through a potato ricer. Beets, sauce piquante. Wash beets very thoroughly and cook in boiling salted water until soft. Drain, reserving the water. Plunge into cold water when skins may be rubbed off easily. Then, cut into cubes or fancy shapes. Reheat in the following sauce. Melt 2 tablespoons butter and add 2 tablespoons flour and pour on gradually while stirring constantly 1/2 cup water in which beets were cooked. Add 1/4 cup thin cream or milk, 1/4 cup vinegar, 1 teaspoon sugar, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and a few grains pepper. Cheese salad. Mash a cream cheese with a fork and, if stiff, work in a very little heavy cream. Season with paprika and make in the form of balls. Arrange lettuce in form of nests by putting 2 leaves with stem ends together. Put 3 cheese balls in each nest. Pour over a French dressing. Page 6, Family Dinners, menu number 1. And sprinkle 1/2 of the nests with finely chopped parsley and the other half with paprika, having alternate nests of green and red. Cream jelly. 1 tablespoon granulated gelatin. 2 tablespoons cold water. 1/4 cup scalded cream. 1/4 cup sugar. Whip from 3 cups thin cream. 1 teaspoon vanilla or 2 teaspoons maraschino. Soak gelatin in cold water and dissolve in hot cream. Add sugar and flavoring and strain. Beat until mixture begins to thicken. Then cut and fold in whip from cream. Turn into a mold first dipped in cold water and chill. Menu number 10. No man can be wise on an empty stomach. George Eliot. Corn and chicken soup. Broiled oysters. Boiled calves' tongues. Mashed potatoes. Boiled spinach. Orange tartlets with meringue. Crackers. Cheese. Café noir. Corn and chicken soup. 1 can corn. 2 cups chicken stock. 2 cups milk. 1 slice onion. 1½ tablespoons butter. 1½ tablespoons flour. 1 teaspoon salt. Few grains pepper. Chop corn. Add stock. Bring slowly to a boiling point and let simmer 15 minutes, then rub through a sieve. Scald milk with onion. Remove onion and add milk to corn. Melt butter Add flour and pour on gradually while stirring constantly hot mixture. Then add salt and pepper. Broiled oysters. Wash 1½ pints large oysters. Dry between towels. Dip in melted butter, then in fine cracker crumbs seasoned with salt. Place in greased wire broiler and broil over a clear fire until juices begin to flow, turning frequently. Remove to hot serving dish. Spread with maître d'hôtel butter and garnish with watercress. Boiled spinach. Remove roots. Carefully pick over and wash in several waters 1/2 peck spinach, being sure that it is free from all sand. Put in a stew pan containing 2 quarts boiling water to which has been added 1/2 tablespoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon soda. Cook until soft, the time required being about 20 minutes. Drain thoroughly. Chop and add 1/4 cup melted butter and season with salt. Remove to hot serving dish and garnish with triangles of bread sautéed in butter. Boiled calves' tongues. Cover 4 fresh tongues with boiling water. Add 5 slices carrot, 2 stalks celery, 1 onion stuck with 6 cloves, 15 peppercorns, and 1/2 tablespoon salt, and cook until tender. Take from water. Remove skin and roots and cut in halves lengthwise. Cook 1/2 canned tomatoes with 2 cups brown stock until reduced to 1/2 cup. Reheat tongues in sauce. Garnish with parsley, lemon wheels, and points of bread sautéed in butter. Mashed potatoes. Pare 8 medium-sized potatoes and soak in cold water 1 hour. Cook in boiling salted water until soft, then drain. Mash thoroughly using a potato masher in the same stew pan in which they were cooked. Add 1/3 cup butter, 1½ teaspoon salt, few grains pepper, and 1/2 cup hot milk. Beat with a fork until creamy, reheat, and pile lightly on hot vegetable dish. Orange Tartlets. Cover inverted patty pans or muffin pans with plain paste and bake in quick oven. Remove from pans. Place on tin baking sheet, fill with orange filling, cover with meringue, and bake 10 minutes. Orange filling. 1 cup sugar, 1/4 cup flour, grated rind 1 orange, 1/2 cup orange juice, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 2 eggs slightly beaten, 2 teaspoons butter. Mix ingredients in order given. Cook 12 minutes in double boiler, stirring constantly until mixture thickens, and afterwards occasionally. Meringue. Whites 2 eggs, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, 4 tablespoons granulated sugar. Beat whites of eggs until very stiff and add sugar gradually, continuing the beating, then add flavoring. Menu number 11. Let hunger move thy appetite, not savory sauces. Baked blue fish à la lie. Dressed cucumbers. Roasted leg of veal. Austrian potatoes. Boiled beets. Georgiana pudding. Fruit sauce. Café noir. Baked bluefish à la lie. Split and bone a bluefish and lay on platter on which it is to be served or on well-buttered fish sheet. Rub 1/4 cup butter till creamy. Add 2 egg yolks and stir until well blended. Then add 2 tablespoons each onions, capers, pickles, and parsley. Finely chopped, 3 tablespoons lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and 1/4 teaspoon pepper. Sprinkle fish with salt. Spread with mixture and bake 15 to 20 minutes in a hot oven. Serve at once. Dressed cucumbers. Remove a thick slice from both stem and blossom of cucumbers. Cut off a thick paring, then draw a 3-tined fork the entire length of cucumber, and so continue until small cuts have been made around the cucumber. Cut in thin slices. Chill in ice water, drain, and serve with French dressing. By the use of the fork, the slices of cucumber have a cut edge, which is very attractive. French dressing for cucumbers. 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 3 tablespoons vinegar, 3 tablespoons olive oil. Mix ingredients in order given. Stir until well blended. Roast leg of veal. Order a leg of veal boned at market. Wipe meat, sprinkle with salt, stuff, and sew in shape. Make incisions with a sharp-pointed knife and insert strips of fat salt pork. Place on rack in dripping pan. Sprinkle with salt. Dredge meat and bottom of pan with flour and bake 3 or 4 hours in a moderate oven. Baste every 15 minutes with 1/2 cup butter melted in 1 cup boiling water until used. Then baste with fat in pan. Remove pork during the last half hour of the cooking. Veal should be thoroughly cooked. Serve with brown gravy. See page 4, Family Dinners, menu number 1. Austrian potatoes. Wash, pare, and cut potatoes in 1/8-inch slices. There should be 3 cups. Cover with cold water and let stand 15 minutes. Drain and cook in boiling salted water 2 minutes. Drain again. Spread in a buttered dripping pan and bake until potatoes are soft, basting twice with 1/3 cup melted butter, to which has been added 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and 1/8 teaspoon paprika. Boiled beets. Wash 6 beets and cook in boiling salted water until soft. Drain, cover with cold water, remove skins, and cut in thin slices. Season with 2 tablespoons butter and sprinkle sparingly with salt. Stuffed tomatoes. Wipe and remove thin slices from stem ends of 6 ripe tomatoes. Scoop out most of the pulp using a small spoon. Sprinkle inside the cases thus formed with salt. Invert and let stand 30 minutes. Cook 2/3 cup macaroni, broken in 1/3 inch pieces in boiling salted water until soft. Add 1/2 cup grated cheese and 1/2 the tomato pulp. Season highly with salt and paprika. Fill tomato cases with mixture. Sprinkle tops with buttered breadcrumbs and bake 15 minutes in a hot oven. Georgiana pudding. 1/3 cup butter, 1 cup sugar, 2 eggs, 1/2 cup milk, 1 3/4 cup flour, 3 teaspoons baking powder. Cream the butter and add sugar gradually, continuing the beating. Then add eggs well beaten. Mix and sift flour and baking powder and add to first mixture alternately with milk. Bake in buttered muffin pans and serve with fruit sauce, 1/2 cup butter, 1 cup powdered sugar, white 1 egg, 1 cup strawberries. Cream the butter and add sugar gradually, continuing the beating. Then add white of egg beaten until stiff and berries thoroughly mashed using a silver fork. If sauce separates during the making, put over hot water and beat until smooth. Menu number 12. A dinner lubricates business. Lord Stowell. Cream of celery soup, browned crackers, braised fowl, chestnut stuffing, mashed potatoes, Brussels sprouts with celery, farina cups with currant jelly, lemon cream sherbet, brandy snaps, stuffed raisins, café noir, cream of celery soup, 5 stalks celery, 4 cups milk, 2 slices onion, 3 tablespoons butter, 3 tablespoons flour, salt, pepper, ½ cup cream. Chop celery and pound in a mortar. Cook in a double boiler with onion and milk 30 minutes. Melt the butter, add flour, and cook 1 minute, then pour on gradually the hot milk, stirring constantly. Season with salt and pepper, add cream, strain into tureen, and serve at once. Browned crackers. Split common crackers, arrange in dripping pan, and let stand in a slow oven until crisp and delicately browned. Braised fowl. Dress, clean, stuff, and truss a fowl. Try out a 1½ inch cube of fat salt pork and remove scraps. Sauté fowl in pork fat until entire surface is well browned, turning frequently. Remove to a trivet in a deep pan and pour over fat remaining in pan cooked 3 minutes with 1 small sliced onion, 4 slices carrots, 2 sprigs parsley, and 1/2 bay leaf. Add 2 cups boiling water, cover, and bake in a slow oven until tender, basting every 20 minutes. Serve with a sauce made by straining the stock remaining in the pan, removing fat, and thickening with 2 tablespoons flour diluted with cold water to form a thin, smooth paste. Chestnut stuffing. 1 quart French chestnuts, 1/4 cup butter, 1½ teaspoons salt, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, milk or cream. Shell chestnuts and cook in boiling salted water until soft. Drain and force through a potato ricer. Add seasonings and moisten if necessary with milk or cream. Mashed potatoes. See page 44 under Family Dinners, menu number 10. Brussels sprouts with celery. Remove wilted leaves from 1 quart Brussels sprouts and soak in cold water 15 minutes. Cook in boiling salted water 20 minutes or until easily pierced with a skewer, then drain. Wash celery and cut in small pieces. There should be 1½ cups. Melt 3 tablespoons butter. Add celery and cook 2 minutes. Then add 3 tablespoons flour and pour on gradually 1½ cups scalded milk. Add sprouts, season with salt and pepper, and serve as soon as sprouts are reheated. Farina cups with currant jelly. 1/3 cup farina, 1 2/3 cup milk, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 egg yolk. Mix farina with 1/3 cup milk and add gradually remaining milk, which has reached the scalding point in top of double boiler. Add salt and cook over hot water 30 minutes. Add yolk of egg slightly beaten and spread on a plate to cool. Shape in balls, then shape balls in cups. Dip in crumbs, egg, and crumbs, and fry in deep fat. Drain and serve with cubes of currant jelly in cups. Lemon cream sherbet. 2 cups milk, 1 pint cream, 1½ cups sugar. Juice 3 lemons. Mix fruit and juice and sugar and add milk and cream. Freeze using 3 parts finely crushed ice to 1 part rock salt. These proportions ensure a smooth, fine-grained mixture. Brandy snaps. 1/2 cup of molasses, 1/3 cup butter, 7/8 cup flour, 2/3 cup sugar, 1½ tablespoons ginger. Heat molasses to boiling point. Add butter, and when melted, add flour mixed with sugar and ginger. Drop from tip of spoon in small portions on a buttered sheet, 3 inches apart. Bake in moderate oven. Cool slightly, remove from pan using a sharp knife, and roll over handle of wooden spoon. Stuffed raisins. Cut selected raisins nearly in halves lengthwise. Remove seeds and fill cavities thus made with nut meats, broken in pieces, using almonds, English walnut meats, or pecans. Press into original shape and roll in powdered sugar. Arrange in a bonbon dish, covered with a doily. Menu number 13. Courage, cheerfulness, and a desire to work depend mostly on good nutrition. Soft shell crabs, sauce tartare, planked club steak, Duchess potatoes, fried tomatoes au parmesan, asparagus salad, cold chocolate bread pudding. Soft shell crabs. Clean crabs, sprinkle with salt, dip in egg and crumbs, and fry in deep fat, turning off while frying. Serve with sauce tartare. See page 17 under Family Dinners, menu number 4. Planked club steak. Wash 1/2 cup butter and add 1/2 tablespoon each red pepper, green pepper, and parsley, finely chopped. 1/4 tablespoon onion, finely chopped. 1 clove of garlic, finely chopped, and 1/2 tablespoon lemon juice. Spread 1/3 of the mixture on the center of a plank and arrange a border of Duchess potatoes close to the edge of the plank using a pastry bag and tube. Pan broil a porterhouse steak. Cut 1 1/2 inches thick, 4 minutes, and remove to plank. Spread with remaining butter and put in a hot oven to finish cooking. Garnish with 3 large mushroom caps sautéed in butter. Duchess potatoes. To 3 cups hot riced potatoes, add 3 tablespoons butter, 1 teaspoon salt, and the yolks of 3 eggs, slightly beaten. Fried tomatoes au parmesan. Select medium-sized tomatoes and cut in slices crosswise. Sprinkle with salt and pepper. Dredge with flour and sauté in butter. Arrange each slice on a round of toasted bread, sprinkle with grated cheese, and pile whipped cream on top. Asparagus salad. Arrange cold, boiled asparagus in nests of lettuce leaves and serve with California boiled dressing, yolks 4 eggs, 8 tablespoons olive oil, 4 tablespoons vinegar, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 2 teaspoons powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 pint heavy cream. Beat yolks of eggs and add, gradually, 4 tablespoons olive oil. Then add vinegar and lemon juice. Cook over hot water until mixture thickens and cool. Then add, gradually, remaining oil, sugar, and salt. Just before serving, add cream beaten until stiff. Cold chocolate bread pudding. 1 cup soft, stale breadcrumbs. 1½ squares chocolate. ½ cup sugar. Yolks 3 eggs. 2 tablespoons butter. 1/4 teaspoon salt. ½ teaspoon vanilla. Add bread, chocolate, and sugar to cold milk, reserving 1/2 cup. Put in double boiler and let cook until a smooth paste is formed. Beat yolks of eggs until light. Add reserved milk, butter, and salt, and stir into hot mixture. Cook until mixture thickens, then add vanilla. Turn into a buttered pudding dish and bake in a moderate oven 20 minutes. Cool slightly. Cover with meringue and bake in a moderate oven 8 minutes. Serve very cold. Meringue. Beat the whites of 3 eggs until stiff and add gradually 1/4 cup powdered sugar, continuing the beating. Then cut and fold in 1/4 cup powdered sugar and 1/2 teaspoon vanilla. Menu number 14. Hunger is the best seasoning for meat and thirst for drink. Cicero. Cream of tomato soup, croutons, baked bluefish, egg sauce, Baltimore relish, potato soufflé, shelled beans, honeycomb pudding, creamy sauce, café noir. Cream of tomato soup, ½ can tomatoes, 1 teaspoon sugar, 1/4 teaspoon soda, 1 quart milk, ½ onion, 2 tablespoons flour, 1½ teaspoon salt, 1/8 teaspoon pepper, 2 tablespoons butter. Scald milk with onion. Remove onion and thicken milk with flour diluted with cold water until thin enough to pour, being careful that the mixture is free from lumps. Cook 20 minutes in a double boiler, stirring constantly at first. Cook tomatoes with sugar 15 minutes, add soda, and rub through sieve. Combine mixtures and strain into a tureen over butter, salt, and pepper. Baked bluefish. Wipe, clean, and split fish. Sprinkle with salt and pepper. Put in dripping pan and add 1/3 cup butter melted in 3/4 cup boiling water. Bake in a hot oven, basting every 5 minutes with liquor in pan. Serve with egg sauce. Egg sauce. 1/3 cup butter, 3 tablespoons flour, 1 cup boiling water, liquor remaining in pan, ½ teaspoon salt, 1/8 teaspoon pepper, 2 hard-boiled eggs cut in thin slices, ½ teaspoon anchovy essence. Melt the butter, add flour, and pour on gradually while stirring constantly, water and liquor remaining in pan. Bring to boiling point, add seasonings and hard-boiled eggs. Baltimore relish. 2 cups finely shredded cabbage, 1 red pepper finely chopped, 1½ teaspoons celery salt, 2 tablespoons sugar, ½ teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon mustard, 1/4 cup vinegar. Mix celery salt, sugar, salt, and mustard, and pour on slowly the vinegar. Add pepper to cabbage, and then add first mixture. Potato soufflé. 2 cups mashed potatoes, 2 tablespoons melted butter, 3 eggs, 1 cup milk, salt, pepper, cayenne. Beat the mashed potatoes until very light. Add the butter, eggs well beaten, milk, salt, pepper, and cayenne. Turn into a buttered baking dish and bake in moderate oven until firm. Shelled beans. Pick over and wash 1 quart shell beans and cook 1 hour or until soft in a small quantity of boiling water, adding 1 1/2 teaspoons salt after the first hour of cooking. Do not cover the vessel during cooking. Allow water to become nearly evaporated. Season with 2 tablespoons melted butter and salt to taste. Honeycomb pudding. 1 cup sugar, 1 cup flour, 1 cup molasses, 1/2 cup butter, 1/2 cup milk lukewarm, 1/2 teaspoon soda, 4 eggs. Mix sugar, flour, and molasses. Melt butter in milk and add soda. Combine mixtures and beat thoroughly. Then add eggs well beaten. Turn into buttered baking dish and bake in a moderate oven. Serve with creamy sauce. Creamy sauce. White 1 egg, yolk 1 egg, 3/4 cup sugar, 3/4 cup heavy cream, 2 tablespoons sherry wine. Beat white of egg until stiff and add sugar gradually while beating constantly. Then add yolk of egg, beating until thick and lemon colored, cream beaten until stiff, and wine. Menu number 15. Wherever the dinner is ill got up, there is poverty, or there is avarice, or there is stupidity. In short, the family is somehow grossly wrong. Dr. Johnson. Huntington Soup. Boiled beefsteak with clam blanket. Escalloped cabbage. Potato and cheese croquettes. Fruit tapioca. Café Noir. Huntington Soup. See page 39 under Family Dinners, menu number 9. Broiled beefsteak with clam blanket. Wipe a sirloin steak, cut 1 1/2 inches thick. Broil 5 minutes and remove to hot platter. Cover with 1 pint clams. Place on grate in hot oven and cook until clams are plump. Spread with maitre d'hotel butter. See page 19 under Family Dinners, number 4, and serve immediately. Escalloped cabbage. Remove outside leaves from a firm cabbage, cut in quarters, and remove tough stalk. Soak in cold water and cook until soft in a large uncovered kettle of boiling salted water, to which is added 1/4 teaspoon soda. Cut 1/2 cabbage in pieces. Put in buttered baking dish. Sprinkle with salt and pepper and pour over 1 cup white sauce. Cover with 1/2 cup buttered cracker crumbs and bake until crumbs are brown. White sauce. Melt 2 tablespoons butter and add 2 tablespoons flour mixed with 1/2 teaspoon salt and a few grains pepper. Then pour on gradually while stirring constantly 1 cup milk. Potato and cheese croquettes. To 2 cups hot riced potatoes, add 1 cup grated mild cheese, 1/2 teaspoon salt, few grains cayenne, few drops onion juice, 2 tablespoons heavy cream, and yolk and white of 1 egg beaten separately. Beat mixture until light. Shape into pyramids or cones. Roll in crumbs, egg in crumbs, fry in deep fat, and drain on brown paper. Fruit tapioca. 1/2 cup pearl tapioca, 2 1/2 cups cold water, 1-inch piece stick cinnamon, 3/4 teaspoon salt, 1 tumbler currant jelly, 1/4 cup sherry wine, 1/4 cup shredded almonds, 1/4 cup raisins, seeded and cut in small pieces, 1/4 cup citron, finely cut, sugar, Soak tapioca in cold water overnight. Add cinnamon and salt and cook in double boiler until transparent. Remove cinnamon, add remaining ingredients, and sweeten to taste. Mold, chill, and serve with thick cream. Menu number 16. A good dinner is better than a fine coat. Julienne soup, creamed mushrooms, roast stuffed shoulder of mutton, riced potatoes, French string beans, celery and cream cheese salad, Charlotte Russe. Julienne soup. See page 30 under Family Dinners, menu number 7. Creamed mushrooms. Wash 3/4 pounds mushrooms. Remove stems. Scrape, break into small pieces, and cover with cold water. Bring slowly to boiling point and let simmer until stock is reduced to 3 tablespoons. Peel caps and break into pieces. Melt 4 tablespoons butter. Add mushroom caps. Sprinkle with salt and pepper. Dredge generously with flour. And add 3/4 cup cream and liquor drained from stems. Heat to boiling point and serve immediately. Serve on croutons of fried bread. Roast stuffed shoulder of mutton. Wipe a shoulder of mutton and remove blade. Stuff space thus made and sew into shape. Place on rack in dripping pan, sprinkle with salt, and dredge meat and bottom of pan with flour. Bake in hot oven, allowing 15 minutes to the pound. Baste as soon as flour in pan is browned and every 15 minutes afterwards. It may be necessary to put a small quantity of hot water in pan during cooking. Gravy. Remove some of the fat from the pan, leaving 3 tablespoons. Place pan on front of range. Add 3 tablespoons flour and stir until well browned. The flour dredged and browned in pan should give additional color. Pour on gradually while stirring constantly 1 1/2 cups boiling water. Let boil 3 minutes. Season with salt and pepper and strain. Stuffing. 1 cup cracker crumbs. 1/4 cup melted butter. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1/4 teaspoon each summer savory, thyme, and marjoram. 1/8 teaspoon pepper. 1 tablespoon parsley, finely chopped. 1/4 cup boiling water. Mix ingredients in order given. Riced potatoes. Force hot boiled potatoes through a potato ricer and pile lightly on a hot vegetable dish. French string beans. Remove beans from can, put in strainer, and pour over 2 quarts cold water. Drain and let stand, exposing to the air 1/2 hour. Heat very hot and season with butter and salt. Celery and cream cheese salad. Mix 1/2 cup very finely chopped celery with 1 cream cheese. Make the mixture into small balls. Arrange in lettuce leaves. Pour on a French dressing. Sprinkle with paprika and garnish with radishes cut in fancy shapes. Charlotte Russe. 1 1/2 cups heavy cream. 1/2 cup milk. 1/2 cup powdered sugar. 1 tablespoon cold water. 3/4 tablespoon granulated gelatin. 3 tablespoons scalded milk, few grains salt, 3/4 teaspoon vanilla, ladyfingers. Dilute cream with milk and beat until stiff, then add sugar. Soak gelatin in cold water and dissolve in scalded milk. Fold gelatin carefully into cream to prevent mixture from lumping. Add salt and flavoring. Line a mold with ladyfingers. Turn in mixture and chill. Sweet dreams.